So this is part one of my video log with the Gaming Rules trip to GenCon. I'm currently at Bristol Airport. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I've never seen Bristol Airport as busy as it is. It's freezing cold. I've had about 2 hours sleep, so it's a good start to the journey. But yeah, step one of the journey is complete and off we go.
Petter flies a lot with KLM, so he's managed to get access to the special VIP room, which is absolutely huge. I was expecting a room of like, 20 people, but there's easily a couple of people that can get in here. Free champagne.
So we're here at Amsterdam Airport. This is the plane that I'm going to be on for the next 8 to 9 hours, I think. It's slightly delayed at the moment. We've had a nice little rain shower just to remind me of home. So yeah, this is us. Radio silence will be commencing soon. See you in a bit. So finally arrived in the US. Currently, where am I? Detroit. Yeah, at Detroit Airport. The flight that we got here was an hour late, so we were going to miss our connecting flight. Thankfully, the next flight is delayed for 2 hours, so we're going to have time to get it.
We arrived at the hotel and was very hungry, so we took a quick wander and thought we'd go for something to eat at the local Subway, which happened to be sort of just over the road from the hotel that we were staying at. So this is dinner.
So it's Wednesday now, I think. Yeah, I completely lost track of time. Obviously with the time difference and lack of sleep and everything else. I did get a fairly good night's sleep last night. I got about 6 hours, been up since 4 o'clock this morning, but that's because my body clock is telling me that that's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's, should have been up anyway. So yeah, we're still in the hotel at the moment. It's Wednesday, I think it's about lunchtime now. It's 29 degrees, I think, again. It's weird. I mean, I'm not complaining about the heat. This is absolutely gorgeous. If it was like this back in the UK, well, yeah, it's just really, really, really hot and really nice, and I quite like it. But anyway, so we're going to be heading to the actual event in probably about an hour or so, meeting up with the other guys there, setting up the booth, and yeah, I'll probably see you at the booth. See, over in the UK we have churches and they have posters up outside, obviously preaching, saying things like, Jesus died for you and things like that. I'm not quite sure what this sign is actually supposed to do. Is this supposed to want me? Is this supposed to make me want to go to that church? Are you a worthless accident? I mean, even if I answered yes to that, it's probably a psychiatrist that I'd need to see. I don't know, I'm just a bit puzzled by this sign outside a church. Maybe I'm missing something. So I've just arrived at GenCon. This is the entranceway here. So this is the Wednesday setup day today. There's lots of other people here. I don't know whether they're allowed into various parts of it, but yeah, this is it, and I'm expecting this to be a lot busier tomorrow than it is today. But yeah, here we are, arrived at the ICC. So let's go and do the setup. Right, so we're here, and here's the CG booth next to Portal Games. And here's a man with a cool little truck. Anyway, so yeah, here's the booth, and we're about to set it up. Okay, so here we are on the Wednesday at GenCon, setting up the booth. The car on the way here said it was 97 Fahrenheit. Now, I don't understand Fahrenheit, so we used a little app on the iPad and it said it was 36 degrees. So that might explain why I'm about to pass out from the heat of moving heavy boxes around, and they don't have the air conditioning turned on today for whatever reason. So it's pretty hot, and yeah, I really wish I'd have worn my shorts. Anyway, enough complaining, I'm at GenCon, and yeah, it's quite exciting being a part of it and seeing everybody setting everything up, carrying boxes around, unpacking them, and even setting up their stall. So this is a quick glimpse of what it's like on the Wednesday. So it's now about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock maybe, in the exhibitors hall, and as you can see, it's pretty quiet. These are the booths which are completely set up. Tomorrow this is just going to be absolute madness. I won't be able to get any videoing done really tomorrow, but just come over here to the quiet side of the hall and it's it's just a bit strange with it being this quiet. But yeah, tomorrow it's going to be absolutely packed full of people.
And this is us driving on the I-65 north towards Indianapolis on the way to GenCon. So we're staying in a hotel because we booked late, so all the hotels were booked. So we're staying south of the main city centre. And over here we have a view of Indianapolis off in the distance. Yeah, I mean the actual centre downtown is a bit smaller than I thought it would be. And this is the parking. It was $4 the day before, and they've upped it to $20 for the Thursday. A bit expensive. And this is the booth itself. So yeah, I managed to sneak away and just get a bit of a video. This is pretty much early on the Thursday, so right at the start of it. And we were already quite busy, taking a lot of pre-orders and doing a lot of demos. So here's some of the demo games in progress. That's Rebecca there on the left. You can just see her arm. She's doing demos to all the people. She was doing demos all weekend along with Jeremy and Justin. And here's some random band. Now this stage had bands on quite a lot. I saw a Klingon Irish folk band at one point. Don't know who these guys are, but yeah, there was all sorts of music going on throughout the whole event. So many people in cosplay, really good costumes as well. It was just crazy busy, full of people. This image really doesn't show how busy it was. This was some of the food that was available at the outside food vendors, which I thought was quite amusing, so I took a quick video.
So this is GenCon Day 2, I think. Been here now since Tuesday. Lost complete track of time. It really doesn't feel like it's only Day 2 of GenCon. You know, it feels like I've been here 4 days, but that's because I have been here 4 days. Anyway, yesterday was crazy busy. The booth was just swamped all day. We've pretty much sold out of code names. I think we got through 500 copies of the game, which was pretty good considering the space that we had in the booth wasn't the best location, but the game was getting so much buzz that lots of people were coming by. We've taken 2/3 of the pre-orders, so they've gone. I mean, all this information's probably going to be out there by the time I finish editing this. So what have we got today? We've got another scorching day. Blue skies again. It's likely to get up to 39 degrees again. Is this heat? I think I might move here. It's crazy. I didn't really see much of GenCon itself. I was in the exhibitors hall pretty much all of yesterday. Had half-hour break where I went out, got some food, came back. So I've not really experienced much of GenCon itself. All of the different open gaming halls, all of the other activities that are going on. So I'm hoping, you know, once we've pretty much sold out, the booth is going to be quieter because we've got some great guys doing demos for us. So my role was pretty much handling the pre-orders, doing a lot of the sales and talking to people. And I think that's going to quieten down today, definitely tomorrow, because we won't really have that much left to sell. So really looking forward to it. And yeah, we'll see how things go. Because I'm in the exhibitors hall now. It's 9:30. Oh, I've got to check this guy out. There's a sheep doing an interview. Excellent. So anyway, yeah, we're in the exhibitors hall. This is me just heading in to try and find the booth. It's a fairly good layout here. I mean, unlike Essen, it's just one exhibitors hall. It's huge, but it is just the one, and everything's numbered, and the numbering makes more sense than it does at Essen, which is always handy. So you're not going to see much of the exhibitors hall here, just a few things really. But some of the stands are very, you know, simple. Cheswick stand, there you go, they've got a banner, they've got their dice. Other ones have gone a little bit more with the presentation. I think my favourite one was probably the upper deck stand for Legendary Encounters, the Predator version of the game. You can just about see that off in the distance to the right over there. That's basically, they've got it all laid out like a jungle environment with lights and everything, ferns growing. So that seemed pretty cool. Fantasy Flight Games guy here. I mean, talk about a demo area. This is what we want. No cramped tables or anything like that. Just lots of open space. So this is the CGE booth. It's 5 minutes before opening time on the Friday, and
I'm the only one here. So we had trouble parking the car, so Peter's off trying to find somewhere to park the car. Josh has gone off to go and do the BGG preview that's 10 o'clock this morning. And yeah, I'm hoping the other demos will turn up soon, because it's going to get pretty busy in the next few minutes. So it's Friday evening, I think. No, Thursday, Friday, yes, Friday evening. So this is Friday evening at GenCon. It's about 7 o'clock. The exhibit halls have closed, and I'm taking my first wander around the rest of GenCon. And I have to say, it's a lot bigger than I thought. I think I'm still used to Essen, where the exhibit halls are pretty much everything that there is. Here, GenCon, when you look at the map of all of the different rooms, and then you look at the exhibit hall, you suddenly realise the immensity of everything that's going on. So it's still all a bit overwhelming. I'm going to wander around and just see a few of the rooms and see what's happening, and yeah, take a few more videos.
So the open gaming area was pretty busy. There was a lot going on. This particularly looked amazing. It was a full 3D map of Westeros, as you can see. Game of Thrones board game being played, but it just looked gorgeous. So I had to take a bit of a video of this while somebody was explaining the rules on how to play. But yeah, it looked great. There was lots of other open gaming going on as well. I think this was on the Friday evening, maybe. Yeah, just lots and lots of things set up. I mean, this room here was about the size of the exhibitors hall, I think, and it just was full of tables of lots of demo games going on. I assume it wasn't open gaming. I mean, it was in the evening when some of the tables were free. But while it was going on, these were probably organised events, I would have thought, because they looked pretty official. This was some big game with boats in that lots of people seem to be playing at the same time. I think this was before the game started. And then I found some nice people playing Codenames, and they were having so much fun that despite having demoed it all day, every day for the last 2 or 3 days, I decided to sit with them for a couple of games and just, you know, watch them. And yes, they were having a lot of fun. So this is a quick video that I took. We did an interview with Eric Martin from Board Game Geek News. I did my bit where I talked about Prodigal's Club, and also, what did I talk about? Galaxy Trucker. And this is Petter talking about Through the Ages and Tash Kalar.
So it's day 4, Sunday, last day of GenCon. I've not been doing as much video recording as I'd like to have done, mainly because it's just been absolutely hectic constantly. The booth has been incredibly busy, then we've gone out for food, then just been really tired. So yeah, it's been very long days. It's been pretty incredible. As you can see from the weather, it's clear blue skies again. It's going to be another 36, 38 degrees, I think, today. So yeah, it's really nice weather, not complaining in the slightest. So yeah, it's been a crazy weekend. As of this morning, we were #1 on the Geek Buzz list and #1 on the hotness list on Board Game Geek. So couldn't have really gone much better. We did bring hundreds of copies with us, and they've all gone. We weren't sure if it was going to be too many, but clearly not. And the game's going down really well, so everybody's really happy. Had a really good time. I've not had a chance to see much of the event myself. Every time that I've left the booth, I've just been overwhelmed by everything that's been going on, really. Yeah, there is an incredible amount of things going on at GenCon. Love to have taken part in some of them, but next year hopefully get a hotel that's nearer the venue, so that I'm not reliant on somebody else transporting me to and from the hotel, and it means I can look at some of the events that are going on in the evening and possibly go along to some of them. But I met loads of nice people, lots of people who I've been talking to on Twitter. I've actually met for the first time. That's been really cool. So yeah, day 4, here we go.
So on the Sunday noon, we were going to release all of the copies of Codenames that had been pre-ordered that nobody had collected. And the guy in the hat, just on the left, Gavin Verhey from Wizards of the Coast, he came by at opening time and basically said, "I'm in the queue right now." The queue started to form after that, but he loved the game so much, he was so desperate to get a copy, he basically joined us at 10 o'clock and helped us do demos, and he was really good. So shout out to Gavin, thank you very much for helping out, and glad you got the first copy of the game. This is the queue I think we had 29 copies uncollected. The queue would have been bigger than that, but when it got to about 30, we actually started turning people away. This is just before 12 o'clock. Here goes the collection of the uncollected pre-orders.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Everybody's in line.
Okay.
There's a line back there. And
Okay.
How much is it today?
Go!
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Take my damn money. Thank you. You started this.
Smile for the camera.
So I've just arrived back home. It's about 10:30 in the morning English time, which means it's 5:30 in the morning American time. So yeah, I've been awake for 24 hours, just driven home, not all the way from America, 3 flights and then a drive home from Bristol Airport. So GenCon is over. I didn't take as much video as I planned to do. It's all been a bit of a blur. The days have been absolutely swamped, and then I've been so exhausted in an evening. There's bits of video from various times of the show. It was amazing. Yeah, just overwhelming. I've probably used the word overwhelming a number of times because it basically was. I've never been prouder to wear a CG shirt. It's been fantastic. So this is it, GenCon 2015. Time to go get some sleep. See ya.